Jürgen, given what's happened in the last week, the identity of the player who scored the equaliser couldn't have been more fitting, could it?
Yeah, I know that we have to talk about that, and it's wonderful and it's emotional and it's fantastic. But the real problem is not sorted because of that. So it's just we wanted to give, and he wanted as well. We wanted to give Lucho the opportunity to be a little bit distracted from the other things. He cannot do nothing. He's waiting all the time. The whole family is waiting all the time. And so he trained now a few times with us, and then he was then in a good mood, and that's good for him. I think the signs from Colombia are rather positive, optimistic, but not the real, the one thing we all want to hear. It didn't happen yet. So and then he didn't train a lot. You don't know exactly when you can bring him. The game was obviously a game where another offensive player would make sense. You bring him with the quality he has, obviously, and then 15, 20 minutes, I don't know exactly how long he played, and scores the goal, so it's wonderful. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, could you just tell us how he was emotionally afterwards and what you said to him?
Actually, after the game, I was no words necessary. We just gave each other a hug, that's all. We know how he is. Okay, but desperately waiting for the right news. So that's all. Besides that, it's now not. We had moments like this in the past. I understand 100%. That's a nice story, honestly, and it's super positive and great for him. But these things go by. The real information we need is a different information. So that's it. But it's anyway a really positive thing for him. But all the other problems stay the same.
Jürgen, it was mentioned in commentary, you could hear on the ground that some Luton fans were singing about the Hillsborough disaster, tragedy chanter.
Didn't hear that. No. I didn't.
We picked that up as a club.
Shame on everybody who sang it, but I didn't hear it.
What would you take on the game
Yeah.
overall?
Yeah, good. Let's talk about that. Strange game, strange feeling after the game. So I think we should have won, but I think the draw is the deserved result, and we could have lost. So that's how it is. And credit to Luton, they did really well. But even with all what they did, we created chances and didn't finish them off with the last conviction. To be 100% honest, we were calm enough in these moments. We should have scored, and we should have created more. But first and foremost, we actually it was all right. We created probably enough. Just put one or two to bed, and it's fine. You win 1-0, 2-0, absolutely fine. Nobody won here with a crazy result. And I knew before why, but now I felt it, that they do really well. What I didn't like particularly was first half, we had 0.0 counter pressing. And that's something I take personal, to be honest. I told the boys, sorry, not okay. But because I know they actually want to do it, the question is why they didn't do it. So I have to figure that out. But I will. That's not rocket science probably, but for that I have to watch it back. Enough time for that. Told the boys in halftime, good, here good, be calm, be patient, stay patient, stuff like this. And then if we would now put counter press into that, it would be really helpful, because then we have much more possession phases, longer possession phases. They are less organized in these moments. Yeah, and then we all know, we saw these games before, the situation don't get clearer with time. If you score one, then little gaps open up. But with a 0-0 and the idea of Luton, completely fine, no problem with that. Set piece, counter attacks. They stay in the game. So you have to make sure beforehand that they are not in the game anymore, but they were in the game. So they have to counter attack, score the goal. I think everybody knows we should have won that ball, or shouldn't have lost the ball at the 18-yard line. Then they score it. We score the equalizer. And at other moments, I respect a lot what they do, but the way they defend set pieces defensively, if you watch it back, that's wrestling. that's really that's not on the edge. That's on the wrong side of it. So, but they don't get punished. So why should they change it? So fine. But that was a little bit of discussion around that we thought it could have been before, not when they scored a goal before, when Virgil's opponent brought him down. I think it was a good point score in wrestling. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's it.
That's one here.
Just well on Darwin Nunez's overall performance has been sort of in and out of the team across the season, like an injury or coming back from international duty and then not able to get the string of performances in. So now it seems like he's in the team after a good run and then really involved early on, but then missed the big one in the second.
Our 5 offensive players are all in the team. They're all in the team. So we have just that many games that they cannot play all the games. So that's how it is. Darwin not. One has a little bit of problem, and hopefully all other 4 are then healthy. Then we find 3 of them who can start together. One will come on, and then we have young kids, or Harvey can play up front there. Above different solutions, and that's how it is for Darwin. So Darwin is 100% in the team. It's not. It's just sometimes you cannot start again. So that's how it is. But then you come on. Yes, and the first chance he had was really well done. Great pass, first touch top, and then he nails it on the crossbar, I think. And other moments, it's just how it is. So it's the whole team was not in a goal scoring mood today, obviously, and that's then that's then not helpful. But what makes him really different, that he's involved in pretty much everything. So that's good. We are calm. Our problem was not. Even when the finishing, we should have finished better, but I don't think our problem was really the finishing. It was other things. We should have created more, and then we would have finished 1 or 2 situations off, and I would have been completely fine with winning here 1-0. I would have been very, very happy. But for that, we should have played better.